Here's a big lesson. Confidence has nothing to do with things around you, things that you own, or anything of this sort. It's not about how you look, it's not about anything. Confidence is a decision. The only prerequisite to having confidence is you allowing yourself to be confident. But one thing that can really help with that is looking good. And if you want to maximize the chances available to you, the opportunities to you, you have to look good in 2024. I get approached pretty frequently by people. If I am, out or something, doesn't happen very often, but if I would be, if I am at the gym, wherever, I get approached by people. And I remember back in my normie, non-muscular days, I don't think anyone pretty much ever approached me. Looking good gives you opportunities. It gives you instant respect, instant credibility. And getting approached is not really that beneficial. I mean, sometimes I make a good connection, but more often than not, the real benefit is me being able to approach anyone that I want, and they instantly see that I am disciplined, that I am confident, because I approach them well, right? That's another thing, but it's how you carry yourself. There's this quote that I love, which is, for you to be present, you have to be proud of your presence. And so a big role of that, a big part of that is mental, but also a big role in that is just looking good. Now, the people that don't look good, they'll say, it's not about how you look and all of this stuff. And obviously, to some extent, they're right, but I disagree, because I think it's more of their ego talking. At the end of the day, our mission is to become a person that we admire, so we can then be proud of our presence and give that person to the people around us and to the world, to everyone. And so looking good at the end of the day is a big part of that. I think very few people actually look the way that they want. Obviously, bigorexia, like, there is some component to it of, people never looking good enough. And for a long time I did have that, but nowadays I'm not really focused on how I look. I think it's very trivial at this point. It's just, you don't have to be a huge bodybuilder, but you can just look like you take care of yourself. And the entire benefit of that is that it's going to affect your well-being way more than anything else. This is something that very few people understand. I would be depressed without going to the gym. Literally, I would be depressed. People don't understand the power of being in good shape, taking care of yourself, being active, and how deeply that affects your well-being, because it's everything. Whenever I feel down, I drop to the floor, I do some burpees. If it happens again, maybe I'll go to the gym a bit earlier. If it happens again, maybe I'll go for a walk. Now, rarely does that happen that I'm like in such a bad mood, because I take care of myself with the health, with the habits, with avoiding excessive dopamine, these types of things. But to some extent, I would say it's natural. At least that's been my experience. Now, when I got started around 7 years ago, there weren't that many people who were really in good shape. And so you could get away with it. But nowadays, depending on what gym I go to, but if I go to a proper gym where like real gym rats hang out. Doesn't really matter the time of the day, there's going to be at least one, maybe two, three, four, big cities, probably even more, guys who all look great. You're not that special anymore. And if you haven't even gotten in that direction, then you will get stumped by people who are in great shape. All of my friends are in great shape. Literally every single one of them. It's the standard to compete. And so if you're around people where that isn't the baseline, then you should probably find more ambitious people to be around. Unless that's not your mission in life to create something worthwhile, but then I wouldn't expect you to watch my content. So yeah, I really challenge you to take this up, to make it a priority to look good in 2024 and going forward. If you want to get a full training plan, you can find that in School Community. If you want full guidance on nutrition, there's also some free videos that I posted. But yeah, if you want the full thing, go to School. Link is in the bio. Also around nutrition, everything is in there. DM me if you have any questions. And yeah, I hope this is helpful.